Welcome, folks. We are here for Goffstown girls basketball as the Grizzlies will take on the Bulldogs of Bedford. My name is Broden McCune. Joining me is Scott Gross. Scott, 200 feet down the hallway, we're going to see some girls basketball action tonight.
Yeah, and I think Bedford comes in a very strong team. We saw the Bedford team pass us by in the hallway, and they've got a lot of height, no doubt.
Yeah. I think I was looking up to most of them, if not on the same height. Around the same height for them, and Mr. Pishka commented about that as well.
Yeah.
I talked with Coach Largy before the game, and he said, well, the key to winning this one is score more points.
Yeah, very astute comments from the girls basketball coach, Mr. Largy. I think tonight, really, what are you going to do about Isabella King? Last year we saw her play, one of the better players in the state, no doubt. Same thing applies this year. You know, I'm told that she's got a D1 offer. She's going to be going to Bucknell in Pennsylvania. So she's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and probably going to want to put someone like Emily Peterson on her, because I think Emily plays pretty tight D. As good as defense as you can do.
I think there was some talk pre-game, if not early on in the week, about how she's going to be defended today. As we see the starters on the floor for both teams. New faces, two players at least in the frame right now that we haven't seen start all that much for Goffstown. We'll introduce the whole starting lineup as they come out here. And
ball
quick.
Goes inside quick, and that was to 31, Lana McCarthy, right?
Yeah. She's listed as 6'2", and she's also a freshman. So that's scary to see for any program down the line. Ruggiero back to Winterburn, and Peterson, Kennard on the outside. Back to Winterburn. Winterburn, a three. That one goes, and Goffstown will go up quick.
You know, and they're going to need that, because it looks like Bedford is packing. They're playing a zone.
Yeah.
And you know, perhaps if Winterburn is able to hit some three-pointers, it'll force that zone to come out. And Goffstown's playing more of a man.
Shot there, no good for Bedford, and rebound.
That's going to stay Bedford's ball.
Off Goffstown.
Yep.
That shot there was missed by Catherine Pennick. Also, we talk about Isabella King. She's listed at 6 foot, and that's not even the scariest part. She is a 6 foot point guard, Scott. So outside shot there, no good, and McCarthy comes down with it. Still doesn't bring the shot through.
Yeah, just a ton of height there in terms of she just has to put her arms up. She's getting a rebound.
Quick shot, Pinard no good though.
That's a good shot. Yeah. I mean, she's wide open three. Because Bedford in the break. Good pass. And it's going to drop. No, it didn't go. I'm sorry.
Winterburn gets the rebound, and Vaughn's going to slow it down a little bit. So probably the temporary starting lineup, some faces we haven't seen, contains Ruggiero, Peterson, Vaughn, Pinard, and Winterburn. Out to Ruggiero, jab step, and back to Peterson. Peterson, quick pass to Vaughn. Vaughn, good hesitation.
That's travel, I think.
And they're going to call the travel. That hesitation looked good, but I guess they're going to say there's a couple too many steps. Taking the ball up for Bedford, that's Sydney Grogan here. He passes quick off to King, and King down to Grogan again. Grogan trying to get free from that corner. And this Goffstown defense will need to stay with their assigned player, I guess, because they're moving around a lot for a team that tries to focus on the inside. Quick shot put up, Winterburn tips it around, and that should be Goffstown ball, but Vaughn, great hustle play.
Good athleticism there.
Bernard taking it, looking to go coast to coast. She puts up the layup that goes off the side of the backboard. We're going to see a fast break here for Bedford as mid-range jumper. That one good.
Who made that one?
I believe that was King.
King. So we'll take the lead 4-3. And Goffstown's getting some open shots. There's no doubt about it. They're gonna have to nail these things, because Bedford is a pretty tough team with just a tremendous amount of height.
Winterburn,
that's a foul.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Let's see who.
Looked like
Mumpini.
Mumpini, yeah. So we'll see Sasso come in. She's normally started all of the games so far as a freshman for the Grizzlies, but it looked like Pinard was in her spot tonight. Quick out to Vaughn. Vaughn looking to see what she can do with it. So hand it off to Winterburn. Winterburn down the lane.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a move. No good, though.
Well, they did a nice job of stopping her in that lane. And now they go coast to coast.
And they'll get something there. Grizzlies are clapping.
Well, I think she scored, no?
Nope, they're going to say there was something back pre-shot.
Okay. We apologize. We're in the studio. We're not in the gym, so we don't hear the whistles.
Maggie Sasso moving it up the court, trying to break this press. Back to Vaughn. If you want to break this press, you can't pass so high. You got to get those quick passes in. But I mean, we're surrounded by 3 players, so.
See, I think if you're Goffstown, you kind of want to
Sasso, quick.
Somewhat slow this game down a little bit, because Bedford's going to put the points up, and then they go fast break.
That probably should have been a foul on Winterburn, but they won't call it. Ruggiero.
She's almost in trouble there.
Good awareness there from Ruggiero to get it back to Sasso. Sasso looking to see what she can do with
Trying to set up a high screen for her up top.
Vaughn.
Again, I would slow this game down.
And it looks like that's what Goffstown's doing right now. Just passing this ball around, not worrying too much with it. Mid-range shot, turnaround jumper, no good. And Peterson, no good.
That's going to be a foul, I think, on Bedford, though.
Yep.
Let me see, maybe not.
Goffstown possession, yeah.
No foul. I didn't see any, so it's just going to be out of bounds play.
Well, regardless.
There was a lot of contact.
It'll stay Goffstown possession. That's tipped out, and that'll once again stay Goffstown possession.
So the boys are playing in Bedford this evening. I think it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, so we'll have some early score updates from the boys' game later on in the broadcast once they.
Oh, nice defense by Bedford.
Yeah, good play there. Winterburn,
13.
Hands up and in and out. Bedford.
She traveled though.
Yeah,
oh, jump ball. They're going to call a jump ball.
Yeah, it'll go Goffstown's way. That was McKinney forcing the jump ball there from Bedford.
So a little bit of, around 4 minutes are off the clock here. And, ooh, I got to be careful on that one.
Ruggiero going up for it. And,
it's like you said before, when you're trying to break that press, you just can't throw the lollipops up there.
And that's going to be quick back. And Sasso's got to get there, or it's backcourt, and she does. Great play.
Good hustle.
And Vaughn dribbles around, and Peterson on the outside. That's good, and Goffstown will go up by 2 here. That's what you've got to do. You got to have that good hustle if you're Goffstown.
Well,
and you got to be diligent with these passes. You can't let these long arms of Bedford get in the way of them.
That's an easy bucket, but they're going to call a foul before the basket. And I agree. I think Goffstown, their key to success here is just continue to pass the ball, look for that open shot, and make a good open shot. And they have a shot at being in this game. Just a lot of height on the Bedford side of the ball. Look at number 31, Lana McCarthy. What she said, 6'2", you said, right? So
she just raised her hand there and said, "Put it up to me, I can get it."
Bedford really hasn't. They've had a little bit of sloppy execution themselves. So
I mean, you've got McCarthy. She's 6'2". That's great and all, but she's missed, I believe, 6 out of the 7 of her layup attempts, somewhere around there.
And Goffstown's crashing the boards too, which is a good sign.
I think that was probably part of the game plan that was implemented here by Coach Largy early on in the week. And they're going to say carry.
No, or she carried, or she stepped on the end line.
She was carrying.
Okay. They hardly ever call that.
Yeah, and it will stay Goffstown ball. This press looks like this press is starting to eat away at the Goffstown inbound.
You got a sub for Goffstown.
That's Green coming in.
Lily Green comes in the game.
Maggie Sasso will end up with it. I don't love pinning probably your best ball handler on the court. That's got to be a reach in.
She got a ball.
I'm not sure about that one. Down low to McCarthy. Winterburn not on the floor. This is going to be hard for Goffstown, but again, McCarthy just misses another.
A jump ball would be Bedford's ball. The thing here is, Goffstown has been around the ball, but you got to give credit to Bedford.
You know what? on these inbound plays, I don't like.
Oh, you know what? I would agree. I think that was a foul.
That was a clear high five there.
Yeah.
But I don't like on the inbounds play trying to break the press, putting somebody like Maggie Sasso down low.
Good
like in the
block by
corner.
Goffstown.
Bedford's going to end up with it. And Lily Green using some force there on defense. And a
Good
quick
pass.
dump off to Lana McCarthy. He won't get it though. She is shooting poor from the floor. That's got to be a reach.
And they're going to call a push.
It's
Yeah.
got to be.
The
Come on
refs
now.
have not, they've let them play. There's no
Yeah.
doubt on both sides of the ball. So, and here's the
like,
reach in.
That should have been
was-
called. That should have been called 3 seconds early.
Is that number 13? I can't
believe
see.
so. No press here.
That's Mumpini. That could be her second. I wasn't sure if she got that one earlier in the
Yeah.
game because the camera wasn't on that side of the court. But needless to say, there aren't that many team fouls for either team at this point.
Maggie Sasso got to watch those feet. She almost went back, over and back. Maggie Sasso, quick jumper from the mid-range, no good.
Nice crossover, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's got some smooth motion to
Yeah.
her.
and we
game.
got to travel.
Travel.
So, right,
a lot of
I think-
mental errors right now for
No,
Bedford.
there's no doubt. I think Bedford probably comes in with the advantage, but they've kind of played a bit sloppy
Yeah.
in this first quarter.
I mean, we talk about advantage. Look at, you've got Sophia, can you pronounce that
Mumpini?
one? No, Sophia
Oh.
Leguyan?
Oh,
Legu-
Lagoyan.
Legoyan?
Yeah.
She's listed at 6'1" as well, and she's not even their tallest player out on the court. So, impressive physical attributes
Oh,
here.
that's a little too much dribbling if you're Ava Winterburn. Got to be careful. Inside the
Down low.
Winterburn.
Yeah, looking for that mismatch there. Winterburn, she was up against Sidney Grogan there. Who's now
But I like
involved.
that low post, play by
Yeah.
Winterburn.
You can't sit on it long enough to have somebody like Lana
Long
McCarthy.
three, and that's a good one.
That's good.
Number 30, Isabella King.
If you're Winterburn, you can't sit on that low post when you know you've got that mismatch. You can't sit on the low post long enough to let somebody like McCarthy come around and contest it enough.
And that's just, that's going to be an easy layup. And one. So a little momentum shift here. Let's see what we got here. That was number 30. That would be King again.
Yeah. I mean,
So she's the right.
But Isabella King.
Right. So now, what was a 1-point lead, now it could be a 4 for Goffstown. It could be a big 5-point turnaround here. So Bedford goes up now 10-6. And it looks like Sophia Lagoyan went back into the game.
Yeah.
So she's in there. So a lot of height for the Grizzlies. And so,
Both Legoyan and McCarthy are freshmen, mind you.
yeah.
So that's like, I don't know what's in the water over in Bedford,
Ooh, quick.
but it's obviously helping the height of their girls basketball team. And Legoyan's going to come down with it there, and a quick pass there. My goodness, they're moving this ball great. And King, no good.
Again, Goffstown just needs to slow it down.
Yep.
You got 18 seconds
You don't want
left.
to give him
so
another possession
Right.
here, exactly. Rogerio, don't pull this one up. Okay, she will, but
that's a good shot, though. I got to, I would have liked for her to hold on to the ball because now you're going to give Bedford a chance to score,
And
and
they
you
will.
do. And who made that one? Was that King
that's
as well?
King again.
Was it King? No.
Oh, Rogerio. Half-court shot, no good.
Was that King who made
was
that?
King, yeah.
So she's put up 9 points, 9 of the
that's-
11.
That's Isabella King there making her way.
Wow, on the left.
Yep.
But it's kind of the little things that we talked about, right? So here you go, you put that shot up at 8 seconds, right? 7 or 8 seconds, you miss, and now, if you waited until like 3 or 4 seconds, there wouldn't have been an opportunity. So it's those little tiny things that you got to be, mindful of.
Those are adjustments that you can't make as a coach, really. You've got to make those as a player.
So Goffstown trails by 6 in the first quarter. Their points were Ava Winterburn and Emily Peterson hit a 3-point shot. So they're going to have to figure out. I think it's going to be really difficult for Goffstown to be scoring down low with the size. So they're going to have to nail jump shots. No doubt, if they're going to be in this game. And Bedford, quite honestly, just did not play well in that. And I'd say for almost the entire
Yeah, they
quarter.
were missing shot after shot after
And
shot.
I'd argue that Bedford scored almost all their points in the last minute and a half of that first quarter.
I think, Scott, if we look at this game and we look back at it as a loss in the loss column for Goffstown, you're going to look at this first quarter and say, we lost that game early.
Well, it's
you had a lot of chances as Goffstown to come out, score some easy buckets, get the points down, and take a lead early.
Yeah, and I think you make a good point, because a team like Bedford, you want to have them play from behind.
Yeah.
And
Ruggiero getting fancy with her dribbling.
As you can see, there's nobody really going in the paint, for Goffstown.
And I don't know why they would put anybody in the paint when you've got somebody like Alana McCarthy who just made that play.
Yeah.
And LaGoyan there making her way for a pass to King.
Long rebound, and I don't think that they get it. They don't.
But I don't see why you would put anybody other than Winterburn in the paint when you've got players like McCarthy.
And they press, and that's number.
That's King. That's
no,
King
it's number
again.
14.
No, that was King.
Oh.
In the bucket there, I believe.
Sloppiness now.
Yeah.
You might want to call a timeout if you're Goffstown.
Yeah, I think that's what they did.
They're rattled at this point.
You know what? I don't blame them. This has been a tough going, and it's a tough team to play against. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, that's King.
30. Yeah. Okay. So she's done all the damage, and arguably, maybe you just need to have, just don't let her get the ball. But
which is hard to do.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot easier to say.
Yes, it's easier said than done, but what that means sometimes, Broden, is that you then double team a player and you let somebody else beat you, and that we have not done. So they haven't really, you put your best defender on her, which is probably Peterson, and then you have to collapse whenever she gets the ball and somebody else.
The thing is, though, the physical attributes of Peterson, I don't know if they match up against somebody like King, and that's a quick bucket there from Winterburn. And
that's her. I think her big groove, shall we say.
Yep. LaGoyan down low. And
Ooh, that was
nice little hook shot there from Lana McCarthy. I believe that's one of her first shots from the paint that went. Bang! What a response there from Ava Winterburn. The 3-ball put up by the sophomore, dare I say sensation, Winterburn in response. Let's see what LaGoyan can do. And she puts up a 2-ball of her own, I believe. That was a 2-ball. It looked like her foot was inside.
All right, let's see what they score.
And Winterburn, no good though. I believe that the scoreboard did give her 2.
Okay. In and out.
Winterburn comes down with it. Yeah, that was a 2-ball there from LaGoyan.
Goffstown trails by 7 with a little over 6 minutes to play in the first half.
Winterburn. See what she can do with it. Steps back, and that's an air ball.
See, that's just.
Yep.
You can't force it like that.
Time to change up the play.
Yeah.
Sasso coming in here.
You're feeling it, right?
What?
Sometimes you're feeling it.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
And with this team, I can see why you want to have Winterburn on the perimeter, because she can shoot the 3, and
you just there's there's at least 3 6-foot-plus players on the floor for Bedford at almost any time. So having Winterburn go down low when she can score from anywhere else is probably just not the best coaching decision. Yeah.
Lost Scott's audio again.
And it looks like Scott's microphone dropped off of him. And looks like Winterburn will come with the rebound, but she'll lose it, bringing it down.
Nice layup.
Yeah, that's D1 type stuff right there. That's Isabella King making the layup there. Winterburn, high screen, back to Winterburn. Didn't create enough separation and essentially just gave Winterburn a quick double team there, which.
Sasso in the crossover. Oh, gets rejected,
that's a hard foul, and McCarthy knows. That was a good smack on the hand, which McCarthy's gotten away with a couple times tonight. But right there, yeah. She gave her a nice high five.
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, come here."
She went over and picked her up off the deck.
Yeah.
Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Freshmen.
Well, listen, she's got a An awesome crossover dribble.
Yeah. Looks like Molly Strong will come in and
Give what? Who'd she give a spell to?
I don't know who she brought out. It looked like they were playing out back behind the arc. So 2 for 2 there for Maggie Sasso. Down low, Lana McCarthy.
Nice
that
block.
One blocked by Winterburn, and the second one, no good, but Lana McCarthy. She gets 2 offensive rebounds there.
Yeah.
You just really can't do much. Sasso, that crossover we were talking about.
And what do we got here? Got a foul.
Oh, who were they?
Can't tell. Sorry, folks. We don't have any audio, and we don't know who the foul was on. Pennick is back in the game.
Rogerio. Oh, she just sent her defender right into that screen from.
That's out of bounds.
And,
yeah.
Oh!
Now what do you do? What do you do here?
All right.
Now somebody gets another ball.
We talk about the height.
Now hold on. How many attempts is it going to take for the ball to come down? I'm going to say it's going to take 3 shots.
Hold on.
Oh, Largy. Oh, it's Largy? Okay. Let's see.
Wow.
Only one.
1 for 1. I say we put Largy.
That's about the best thing he's done all season.
Scott.
I'm only joking. He knows that.
I say we get Largy his own uniform and put him on as a shooter. Maybe we put him on the inside for Bedford. He could make a layup.
So Bedford with possession and a 7-point lead with under 5 to play in the first half.
Good shot right there. And yeah,
beautiful.
Isabella King.
Oh, she's smooth. She's crazy good, man. That was awesome. You know, I think her strength is she knows like where to go, and she uses her body so well to block out the defender.
Sasso makes a spin move and puts up a shot.
She had fouled though.
Yeah. I'd say that's pre-shot before the attempt, so it'll stay on the floor. And let's watch this replay.
That was beautiful. I mean, it's spot on. You know,
perfect.
He could actually try some of those carnival games, I think. You know, I mean, he's
if they're not rigged.
Yeah.
We'll see the inbound attempt here after Vaughn comes in for Peterson.
I think you got to keep Sasso in this game quite a bit, as long as she doesn't get winded.
Oh, and she was
open at the time because she's going to be able to create.
Oh, do you see that? You see that move that she just pulled off?
And she took a dive on that one. Nice pass.
That was a good pass. But Isabella King is right there.
Inside to Pennick. She misses an open shot.
All right. We've talked about the physical attributes of Bedford time and time again. But if you have at least 8 inches of height on your opponent.
Ooh, that's a push.
Yeah. If you have at least 8 inches of height on your opponent, you look at somebody like King against Rogerio, you have to put up a layup and get it to the bottom of the net.
See, this is that's a push. But the thing too is Strong. You know, gave a telegraph pass.
Yeah.
And Goffstown's made a few of those errant passes.
Well, I think the original pass was meant to go to Rogerio, and Strong stepped in front of it.
Okay, now Winterburn down low. That's it. That's a good play.
That's a great play. Can Vaughn bring this? No, she can't. But I think
they called an offensive on that?
Yeah, I think they called the charge.
Oh. Let's see. I don't like that call because her feet weren't moving. I mean, her feet were not planted.
Was she out of bounds? No, they put the fist up as it was a.
I'm telling you, that was not.
That was not.
I don't think that her feet were planted, unless she extended her arm on the dribble.
Great way to get to the lane there.
Nice move.
And again, it's just putting down these simple shots for Bedford. And they haven't been able. They
haven't been able to do it, but they've gotten so many offensive rebounds. I mean, Broden, all they have to do is put their hands up.
Yeah, Goffstown is bailing them out of this game.
Yeah.
If I go there.
King with the jumper, smooth.
Oh my goodness, she's good. She's good.
I think she's great. I'm going a little step further. She's exceptional.
I think there's a reason she's got a scholarship there waiting.
Smooth, beautiful jump shot.
Oh, and player down, Rogerio, out to Sasso. Strong.
Yeah,
Strong did hit a 3 last game. Oh, that move from Sasso was great. Vaughn on the outside. What a play from Goffstown.
That's really what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, that was great. And Bedford getting quick down the floor here. You can't stop her. You really can't, Scott.
Well, somebody better try. I mean, she's almost put up 20 points in the first half.
That's insane.
I mean, she scored all but 6, I think, of their points. So
Sasso, my goodness, through contact that they didn't call. They're getting this ball down quick for Bedford, and I don't know what we're doing defensively.
I don't know who made that one. I lost that one.
I believe that was one of the single-digit numbers. Is 2 there? 2.
2. I think you're right.
Dubois. I don't know.
Turnover by Goffstown. Good hands.
Good hit there. Good awareness there from Winterburn, but it'll stay Bedford possession. Those 2 on that one. But
beautiful drive off glass.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave, for that great replay. Oh, here comes Height. And she's looking for the ball.
Yeah, I don't know how many people can get over Ava Winterburn, but if there's anyone that can do it,
that'll be Goffstown's ball, but they're not. See, I thought that number 31. I thought Lena McCarthy knocked that out. But
props to Vaughn though for playing contently with McCarthy. And a little bit of strong defense there, and zone gets caught up. King can't bring that one to the bottom of the net though. And Ruggiero comes away with a steal. Ruggiero looking to push this.
Ruggiero's playing pretty well.
She's playing a good
game.
She's playing a good game tonight. Has a
good ball movement
to Maggie Sasso.
Oh, what a crossover! She
traveled.
My
goodness!
I don't know.
She is.
I don't know if we get a replay of that one,
yeah,
Dave, to see it. Did she really? Let's see.
All
Got a referee blocking our view. Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I think she did.
I don't think so.
I think he called it late, but I think she did.
King. Oh, good effort there by Winterburn, but she just couldn't get her hand on it. And let's see what she'll do on the other side. And oh my God, this is.
That wasn't pretty, but it went right.
I mean, that's impressive.
It was. I'm not. If you look at this, good crossover.
Three
off
tall
glass.
players.
Yeah.
And she just kind of like puts up an awkward shot and it just falls.
So your freshman and your sophomore, Sasso and Winterburn, have done most of the scoring. Ava Vaughn hit a 3 as well, as did Emily Peterson. But I think the future, you had some just tremendous players last year with certainly with Walsh, who's done. Just give her a lot of credit. She
was a leading scorer on her team.
Yeah, for
Babson.
Yep, for Babson as a freshman. But you lost a lot of that senior leadership off this girls team, and this iteration of the Grizzlies is younger, much younger, in the sense of Winterburn and Sasso are kind of your leading scorers here, and they're a sophomore and a freshman. And
they're holding up very well with this team.
Yeah, surprisingly, this is a very tough team. We got around a minute 7 left, and Goffstown has held their own.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that spurt, right, at the end of that was almost an 8-point run.
Yep. This game would be tied.
It would be fairly close. Goffstown has played good defense.
King driving to the lane.
Oh my God. I don't have enough room on my score sheet for how many points. I'm not kidding. She's put up 22 points, I think. I'm sorry. Yeah. 20 points she's put up.
20. All right. Ruggiero back out to Green. Green looks like she was not confident in her shooting ability there. If you're Goffstown here, you can say, all right.
Hold it. Right. Hold it for a shot.
No. I think there was 35 plus seconds.
Yeah.
You would be fine with the shot taken there because look at how fast.
What happened?
Travel.
Oh boy. All right. So
Bedford
now
gets down this court fast. So if there's like 30 seconds, you can look at this and say, maybe we can put up a quick shot.
Let's
try and
see
get the
what
ball
they
back.
do here. I mean, do you try to just kill the clock and just take one
I
shot?
don't know if they can because of how great Bedford has played on defense. And Winterburn's going to put up a tough shot.
And that'll be Goffstown's ball.
Goffstown ball.
So 16 seconds. I
Now
say
you say
I
hold it.
say that you try to hold for one shot. Easier said than done, obviously.
Yeah, especially with this Bedford team.
Bring the ball out. I don't. That's a chuck. See, I don't like that because it's the same
Yeah,
exact thing that
now you
happened
gotta-
in the
okay,
first
okay.
quarter.
You can't try and stop. You can't try and stop them.
That was a travel, I thought, but
Yeah.
yep.
You cannot try and stop this Bedford team on the front end of the court
Yeah.
because then you'll just throw up a pass and they'll come down with a contested catch because they're all about 6'2" or whatever. They'll come down with a contested catch to make the play, and it's just not worth it. You got to get down.
Peterson will inbound the ball. You just don't want to turn it over
Yeah.
here and give an easy bucket.
Yeah, just hold it.
And-
if you're Rosario.
That's it.
Right.
That's fine.
Oh, she hit the rafters.
So-
Speaking of which, we have the lowest rafters in the state.
Oh, relax. No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No,
behind John Stark, I believe.
No,
Or do you want-
Milford's roof is 6 feet shorter. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
I'm a volleyball player, Scott.
All
You've
right.
got to know this type of
All
stuff.
right. Well-
It's actually an advantage if you know it beforehand. Either way, that will close out the first half. Goffstown down 10 to Bedford, and we'll see you after this 10-minute break.
Alrighty. All right, we're back for second half action with Goffstown trailing the Bedford Bulldogs by 10 points. And, really, Goffstown has been, they're kind of still in this game, partly for two reasons. One, they've been able to hit the three-point shots on offense, but also because Bedford hadn't missed a lot of open looks as well. So I think if Bedford starts to execute, it's going to be a whole lot harder for the Grizzlies.
And looking to do that right off the bat, and they do. So Bedford gets a quick 2 there.
Who was that, number 14, I think?
Yeah, that's Grogan on the points there. And Grogan guarding the top of the key there.
And that would be Ava Ruggiero.
Ruggiero, yeah, we got corrected by the Ruggiero family. So we'll stick to the P's and Q's here. And made shot there. I believe that was 14. Was that or Mumpini?
14 is Grogan.
I meant 13.
13 is Mumpini.
Was that her though?
I don't know.
That's my question. Yeah, she's on the floor. I believe that was Mumpini. Peterson dribbling around, seeing what she can do with this ball.
Got to be careful when you pick up your dribble like that.
Yeah. Winterburn, guarded by King. It's probably one of the best defense-offense matchups in the state, I'd argue.
Well, BG has some pretty good
I said
players.
One of.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Winterburn was wide open down low. She'll take the turnaround jumper. No good. Pinard tried to smack that one back in. That didn't work either. And
so talk about execution, and Bedford made their first 2 shots. Let's see whose ball is this. It'll be Bedford's ball.
Yeah. Also, compliments to the that one ref. His mask matches his attire. Look at the ref on the baseline.
Oh, good steal.
Good hustle there from Ruggiero. Mumpini on the outside.
King with the skip pass.
Rogan all by herself. They're daring her to shoot that one out there.
You got to stick on. If you're Peterson, you cannot.
They're going to call that a travel?
Wow.
Wow.
If you're Peterson, you can't play off of King, right?
No.
Meaning that you can't give her space to get the ball.
If
you have to stay.
Anyone.
You have to stay on her, especially her. She put up 20 points in the first half. Don't let her get the ball.
In the same way that we were letting Grogan get to the three-point line, Grogan cutting off that right side for Ruggiero, my bad. Outside to Pinard driving.
And she dribbles it off of a defender, and that'll be a jump ball.
Yeah.
And looks like it'll be Goffstown's.
Mm-hmm.
So a 14-point lead for the Bulldogs with under almost a little more than 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Ruggiero will inbound the ball. And
that's a good block.
That is a block.
King.
And that's an errant pass by the Bulldogs into the bleachers. I think Mr. Foreman was the intended receiver.
Yeah,
nice block.
By King. That's it's hard to teach.
And we've got a foul.
We were.
Or no, it's not a foul. It is going to be a turnover somehow. Missed that one, folks. Sorry.
Oh. Odd play there. Grogan taking this one up once again for the Bulldogs. And King all by herself.
Nice.
Peterson.
Nice quick first step. Left shot. Boom. Swish. I mean, that you can't defend. It's just super hard to defend.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think she was there, but.
And if you're Ruggiero, you can't keep forcing yourself back to that right side when Grogan is playing it.
And what do we got here?
I'm going to say reach in.
A reach in? Or no?
Or no, timeout. Just kidding.
You are correct, though, because I think Ruggiero.
She's trying to force it back that way, even though Grogan is forcing her not to. And
I think you got to look. You got to look to pass a little bit more. Look at this beautiful, just step back three.
Poetry in motion, maybe?
Yeah, swish. Lefty, too. It's hard to defend that. So that'll be a 16-point lead. And, Bedford is executing a little bit better than they did in the first.
Yeah.
But again, for the most part, it's 22 points for Isabella King. I mean, that's just craziness.
Yeah, That's wild. And
It is.
At 20 in the first half.
Yeah. It is very wild. And Peterson is going to inbound the ball. Again, I think if you're
just put it up court. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, if you're now I got Sasso back in the game, who has just a little bit more ball handling abilities. Look at that beautiful crossover.
Yep, that's it. Peterson takes that shot and sinks it.
So interesting. Like, remember the last game that we called? Peterson struggled. From her jump shot, and now tonight she's made 2 threes. And whoa! What a beautiful! Oh my goodness. We get a replay on that one. Yeah, I don't know, Dave, if you can.
We'll save that one for later.
That's a highlight reel.
That's a
reverse.
She didn't even jump.
Reverse
she just walked
layup.
over and she knew what she was doing the entire time.
Sasso gets fouled. But that was a reverse layup underneath the hoop. Look at this.
Baseline, beautiful play.
Wah, wah, wah.
I think she knew she was going there the whole time.
That's a play of the game right there, man. Beautiful. And Sasso at the line will shoot 2.
First one good.
I tell you, Maggie needs to teach the boys how to shoot free throws.
Scott, that's a low blow.
I'm going to say it.
Look at another underclassman. Aiden O'Connell has been.
Aiden is one of the better free throw shooters on that team, but the boys are shooting sub 50%. And I think they're a very talented team. They're going to have to step up their free throw shooting. That's going to be an errant turnover.
Yeah, her foot was out.
Yeah.
Oh, you can throw your hands up all you want.
Yeah.
I don't know if O'Connell has missed more than 1 free throw in a game.
Yeah, he's been smooth, but the team overall is just they need to work on it.
High screen there, Winterburn and Peterson.
That'll be a jump ball. That'll be Bedford's ball.
Bedford.
Peterson just lost the handle on that one.
Yep.
But is that really her forte in terms of probably not?
No, she's a great role player, Scott.
Right.
And normally when you say that, that's like the nice way of saying, oh, she's not great at other things. But really, Peterson is a key to this Goffstown team. Whether she's starting, coming off the bench, she's a senior. She's one of the 2 seniors on this team, and she can do a whole lot.
So somebody has got to see. That's the problem. Somebody has to stay on King.
That is a travel, Scott. There was a travel on that play, almost blatantly there.
I missed that. Who made that one?
I believe that was one of the. I'm not sure on that play.
All right.
Peterson.
I thought it was number 20.
Strong. No good. But Ruggiero taps that, and
you don't have to worry about backcourt on that.
No.
I'm going to give it to 20.
I believe.
Pennick. I'm going to give it to Pennick.
And no good from Winterburn from range.
Long rebound by McCarthy.
Quick down the court, and great hustle there from Winterburn. And she's taking it up the court, coast to coast. My goodness.
And she's quicker than Dave Steffen.
And this game is starting to outpace our studio tech. As it just seems to be a back and forth.
Is that Pennick again on that one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Nice rebound to put that one up.
Dave, we don't blame you. This one looks to just be fast break.
He's giving us his thumbs up. He understands.
Basso, she's getting the
crossover. She's got a deadly crossover.
Yeah. Peterson from range, no good. Ruggiero fighting for that rebound though.
Good hustle by
Basso. That crossover, just deadly.
And they say she stepped out.
I don't know what that little.
Oh, see, that's a push. That's a push then.
Yeah. She was pushed out. Is that
she
what
was
they were
pushed
saying?
out then. Yeah. I didn't really see the contact from here, but.
Yeah.
So, Bedford's up by 15 points with under 3 minutes to play.
In the third.
In the third.
Quick to Vaughn, back to Sasso. Sasso just dribbling around the arc. Back to Sasso again. And there is no doubt in my mind that Sasso is going to be one of the cornerstones of this team.
There's no doubt.
For a long time to come. She's a freshman, and it looks like she is, when Winterburn is not on the floor, she's who you want.
So
ball
truth
in the hand.
truth be told, I used to play Sunday night basketball with like the over 30 guys, you know, and
Scott, you're over 30?
way over, and I sucked. Let's be honest. And so Matt Sasso, which is Maggie's dad, he played.
Yeah.
And Matt's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Matt's a pretty good player.
He was my my Parks and Rec
Okay.
basketball team coach.
Matt's pretty good. And I said to him, I walked out during halftime and I said, Matt, man, your daughter is way better than you. And he laughed and he goes, you're right. But both his kids, Will Sasso and Maggie, great athletes.
Great athletic family there. And Mr. Sasso, he's got some height on him too.
He does.
I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that Maggie Sasso will grow more than 5'8".
And Matt's also a scrappy dude. Like, don't mess with Matt on the court type. Yeah.
What position did you play? Were you a guard?
No, I don't know what the hell I played. I just scrub. It's called. I played scrub
Left
position.
bench?
Left bench. Oh man!
Doesn't go down.
And a block, but that was a great spin move.
Wow.
Just couldn't put it in.
Taking the ball up, that's Ava Dubois. Dubois, I can't tell.
Yeah. Fair on that one. Who made that one?
That was Mumpini.
Mumpini. That was a beautiful shot by Mumpini. And like I said, more shots are going in now for the Bulldogs than in that first half, and
they're getting to the ball on defense.
And that's a
as well.
turnover.
And that's a jump ball, and
It'll
it'll
be-
go to Goffstown.
No, I thought it was Goffstown, but
Nope.
they're saying it's Bedford.
Because the last jump ball is
Yep.
on the other side of the court.
So now you're starting to see that lead extend
Yeah.
for the Bulldogs. 16-point lead here with a minute 22. And largely because the Bulldogs are executing, they're making more shots
Yep.
in this third
Yeah.
quarter.
Those small mistakes, those little errors that they were making just aren't happening anymore. And Mumpini down low. Ooh.
Yeah, but what happened?
Ooh. I think somebody went down. Off
Pennick.
on the ankle there. Oh.
Pennick, I think Pennick tripped or was pushed by her own player in that.
I think they were going to call an illegal screen
Oh.
on that because it looked like that's how she got caught up, I believe. I'm not sure. Sasso, yeah, that crossover, Scott, is something.
Now, what Sasso has a great crossover, but either she has to dish the ball,
Ooh.
you know,
And she got in on that one. But
or some of these shots will have to fall.
Yeah.
But that's a really tough running type floater to make for any player. But clearly she's able to get space
Lily
by her
Green,
crossover.
giving McCarthy a little bit of a problem down low.
The other thing too is there's a thing called 3 seconds, and
That's what they're going to call that.
well, I don't know what they're calling, but they're not calling it. They're calling it on
they're calling
Goffstown.
it on green.
Right, but
Come
if Dave, I don't know if you can show a replay, but just look at number 15, and let's see if she goes out of the paint.
She's
But-
still got a foot in there.
Yeah, so they don't really call a whole lot in high school basketball, but
You can't have these
you
6
can't
foot
you
love
can't
players
you
sitting
can't
in the
well
paint the
nobody
entire
should
time.
camp out, but and I always feel that that's a coach's job, you got to hound the refs. Yeah, you got to call it out, say, come on, 3 seconds. You know what? They'll do it eventually. They'll
Yeah.
call a couple of them.
Down low, Lily Green, handoff, Sasso, mid-range, no good. It was
Back iron.
close, it was
Yeah.
close. Pushing the court, that's Emma.
Beautiful. That was
It was
gorgeous.
a great play, and I'm going to butcher her last name.
Kajansky.
Kajansky.
I don't know. It sounds close enough.
Yeah,
That was a
something
really.
like that. But a great
Let's,
play
let's call her
regardless.
Emma. Emma with a beautiful play.
Great play. Number 15. Kazajansky, I think that's.
Kazajansky. Okay, we'll give her that.
And grabs her own rebound there, Maggie Sasso, but I think it was after the timeout. Or the end of play, rather.
Yeah. So Bedford extends its lead to 19 points with under a minute to play in the third, and so they picked up a 9-point differential here in this third quarter.
Yeah.
And they're putting the points up. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's all you can say. And you look at the height on this team, it's, I think they've, 3-4 players 6 feet or taller. So
Let's see. You've got Sophia Legoyan, 6'1", freshman. You've got Isabella King, 6 foot, guard.
yeah.
And then Lana McCarthy, 6'2", freshman.
Yeah, but some of these other ones aren't too far behind.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, you've got Kazjansky,
Yeah.
who's 5'9", Panic,
Panic,
who's
yeah,
5'8".
yeah, so-
and I think that's honestly,
that might be not on the low side.
yeah, that may be on the low side for those.
Because we
those
saw
players.
them in the hallway, and
Scott, I'm around 6 foot, and
Yeah.
and I was looking up to most
Yeah.
of these players.
Yeah.
So the roster may not be 100% there.
so this is the beginning of the fourth quarter, and Sasso will bring the ball over half court with a high screen by Lily Green.
Hey, you got some bars there, Scott.
Bars.
High screen by Lily Green.
Oh, okay. I'll have to wrap it next time.
No, you shouldn't.
Ruggiero! It doesn't go. That's another one. Ruggiero! And it doesn't go.
Scott is.
That's a
flowing
second.
tonight.
That's a second one.
Yeah. Are you doing this on purpose?
No. Now I'm going to try.
No, we don't need that. We do not need that. Sasso, that move is lethal. And Vaughn is all by herself in the corner. Finally get it to her. Can't make that.
And that goes out of bounds. But just think of the potential that we have here, right?
Yeah.
Now that I say that. So we've got the Sasso. So we have to come up with like the lasso, Sasso, something, right? So there's a lot of key words and names here, okay? All right.
Oh, Scott. Scott. Great.
That was a travel, I thought, but.
Yeah, probably. And,
Oh, that was.
that's a great assist there.
It is, but we couldn't do much on that one,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No comment, I guess, is what
Yeah.
I gotta say as a commentator.
Sasso
Sasso.
goes to the hole and doesn't convert. And I'd say she lands on the ground a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an over.
And a great finish by the Bulldogs. That was number 13, Mumpini. And we got timeout.
You know, Sasso at the end of this play.
Look at that beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
Sasso at the end of this play came to the huddle and pulled her mask down for a second, but she just did not look content in herself. I think she knows she could have performed better tonight.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too you got to keep in mind is that when you're on the deck, when you fall down,
Yeah.
right, wrong, or indifferent, you're not playing D.
No.
So keeping your balance and staying on your feet is kind of, especially on a team like Bedford that kind of runs and guns. So they've extended to a 23-point lead.
Yeah.
And at this particular point, I'm curious to see what will the Bedford coach do. At what point will he take a player like Isabella King out, who's already more than 20 points? You'll put in a different 6-footer. Yeah.
You know what? It's funny. We talk about players on our boys team, like Robbie McGeady. We were chatting about Rob, and we were like,
Is it Rob or Robbie? Rob. It's Rob now.
Robinson. We were talking about them, and we were like, Rob's a little on the short side, but he's 5'9", I'd say, somewhere around that part. But then we're like, oh, look at all the 6-footers in girls basketball. It's like there's 3 inches between those two heights, and you look at the difference between either sport, I guess, and how much 3 inches there can make a difference.
That's going to be a backcourt. No, it was tipped.
Yeah, they'll say contact there.
Got to be
And
careful.
that's got to be a reach.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
King.
You see King there? She came
Yeah.
up a little angry at that ref.
Let's see.
Watch King at the end of the play. It looked like she was ready to scrap there. Watch her.
That was
Watch her here.
that
She
was
said, "Oh, really?" She gave him a little bit of a look there, Scott.
Yeah.
Ruggiero picking this ball up. High screen. That's going to be an illegal screen. Yep. Ava Winterburn was taking like 6 steps there on this.
One thing I noticed there is Ruggiero, I think, has got to go to her left hand a little bit more.
Yeah, that's why Grogan was sitting there guarding that right half of the court earlier on. Again, she's an underclassman. She's a sophomore.
Yeah.
That's stuff you can teach. Stuff you can get her used
King.
to. King. Eye off the glass.
Oh my
no
God,
good
she
though.
missed one.
Whoa!
And that'll be
Looks like,
a jump ball.
Kazajansky there. She's just looking to throw Ruggiero off of her. And another timeout here.
A lot of timeouts.
Yeah, you get to the end of the game and.
I mean, it's not as if like there's concessions being, you know.
Yeah, no.
So a lot of times the coach calls a timeout. It's, hey, get me like a Snickers bar, get back here.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good, but they.
Especially Coach Largy. Coach Largy does that quite often.
Well, speaking of chocolate, and I miss my friend, no offense, but Caleb Brown, who does do a lot of these games. I did, you know, for a few years. Caleb, you talk about the ultimate sugar junkie.
That man would come back with at least
three candy bars. Yes, and a soda.
Yeah.
And it's just like the dude ate like 3,000.
His dentist must be.
Holy cow! Holy cow! He would eat so much candy.
You know what? I've got my fruit snacks here. Scott.
You got a fruit snack from the vending machine. That was your dinner.
No, it's not my
And
dinner. No.
did you use your?
I used my lunch number. Yeah.
You used your lunch money. All right.
I don't have cash on me at the moment.
Well, we appreciate the fact that you're patronizing the school's vending machines, which is taking a big hit this year due to COVID-19. So again, a 23-point lead for the Bulldogs with around 6 minutes to play in the game. And a nice pass inside, and that was almost too easy.
Kazajansky there.
Yeah, that was too easy. You got to defend that, and that's both more so the person who's on the inbound.
You know what? The mentality of like put your hands straight up, don't like on the shot attempt, put your hands straight up, don't jump, is great and all. But when you are about a yard from the basket.
Yeah. Oh, look at that quick move by King, and she misses it, but she gets her own rebound and then puts it up, and wow. Can't stop that.
It's a great mentality to just put your hands up and like don't jump. But when you are 3 feet from the basket and there is no other option for the shooter, just jump with them. Just jump with them.
And that was a sloppy play by Sasso, unfortunately.
Yeah, and she ended up running into Winterburn, and
good steal by Goffstown.
Ruggiero there, and Winterburn's going to look to take this coast to coast, and
that's a foul.
Yeah.
And good job by Winterburn making contact there.
She can move down that court. Like she's outrunning
she's got long legs too.
Yeah.
So, but I like how she initiated that contact to a degree.
Step 1, 2, bang. Yep. She still made it her effort to get the shot down, not to draw the contact.
Yeah. So she's got, I think, by my count, 13 points, leading the Grizzlies.
And the boys' game looks like we're probably round tip-off. I'll pull it up on my phone here. So
do we get to go right and take their feed? How does that work?
I believe Friday Night Lights Media or whatever it is streaming at the moment
for
the boys' game.
Which means we can take it, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I'll just sit on my phone and I'll give some updates, I guess.
King with a nice dish to number 21, doesn't go. Rebound by Sasso, passes it up to Winterburn with the breakaway, and she puts it in. That's a tough, you know what? That is a tougher layup than one can think, because you have to catch the ball all in one stride and put it in. And what do we got here, folks? Look at that replay by Winterburn. Takes 2 steps, off glass, beautiful job.
So Scott, there are 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first quarter, and I'd like you to read that score off for me.
That'll be Goffstown 12, Bedford 2.
Yeah, good game there up in Bedford for the boys.
So it's a turnover by the Bulldogs. Goffstown with possession again. Sasso, and dishes off to number 4, that would be Hunt. Puts up a shot and misses.
14-2 for the boys.
So quick start for the boys basketball team, and look at King. She's just almost toying with them out there. Yeah.
It's textbook.
Long three. That is nothing but air, unfortunately, for the Bulldogs. In comes number 14.
And it looks like the boys are wearing their all black uniforms.
Sydney Grogan is in the game for the Bulldogs, with Sasso bringing the ball up to half court.
You know what? I'll give it to her. We haven't like mentioned her name as like a star or anything. Grogan has played a very good game today.
Nice block, but they're gonna call foul. I thought that had all ball, but
that point position. Sydney Grogan has played a very good game for this team, for this Bedford team, and I'd say she's an integral part of this group.
yeah.
For
So
Bedford.
Peterson will shoot 2. She got fouled by number 14, Sydney Grogan.
I guess I spoke too soon. 14-8 now.
Woo! You did speak too soon.
So I'll shut that off, and we'll.
They went on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, real quick.
Well, it could be 2 threes, you know.
Yeah.
And Peterson shoots her second and makes both of her free throws. So it's a 22-point lead for the Bedford Bulldogs. Step back 3, and that's all air.
Ooh, ow.
So that was the rare. I'm talking a rare miss by exceptional player Isabella King.
And Sasso will take this up here.
Sasso has she's a good height advantage over Grogan.
I think she's got probably like 4 or 5 inches. And Alyssa Hunt from range,
that puts her on the scoreboard.
First 3 there from Hunt.
So it's now 55,
36.
Yeah.
If you're keeping track, that's amazing.
And a layup by Bedford, and that extends the lead. And let's see what we got.
Timeout.
Another timeout. A lot of timeouts here. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I don't quite get it.
There's like, I don't know if there's too much to go over in the huddle at the moment.
I don't understand why there's so many timeouts in a game that with a 20-point lead.
It's over.
Ostensibly, this is over,
Scott.
right? No, I get that,
Also,
and I just don't.
I want to know, like, legitimately, I said it as a joke. What is in the water in Bedford?
What?
What's in the water in Bedford?
I don't know.
We've got like 4, I'd say at least 4 players who are around 6 foot here, if not more.
Means that good volleyball team then, right? Also,
They
potentially?
do have a very good volleyball team, but I don't know how many of these players are two-sport
Well, you know,
athletes.
they said the same thing about us in football this year with look at some of our offensive and defensive line. I mean, they were animals, right?
Yeah.
I mean
you
that
look
in a
at
bad way. I'm just talking about like Matt Dalton.
Yeah, Matt
I mean,
Dalton.
the guy is huge.
Neo.
Right. Antonio.
I mean, you can't mention these names and forget Peyton Strickland.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Goffstown a big football team, so they said the same thing. What are they growing over there?
Yeah.
Just every once in a while, you get these spurts. You know, you get these classes that are.
Alyssa Hunt for 3 again. That one no good though.
And Bedford.
Look at the height difference between teammates there with McCarthy and Grogan.
Yeah.
5'4" and 6'2". That's a funny one.
And McCarthy wants the ball.
Yeah,
to post up.
I mean, I don't blame her.
Big time.
Lily Green has given her a hassle down low, but
And that'll be a jump
that's gotta
ball.
be a jump ball.
And that
Yeah,
should
you
be
gotta-
Goffstown, I think, on that one. No? How many? Okay, I must have fallen asleep at like all these jump balls, but.
Yeah, I'm not. I think that one should have gone to Goffstown.
Well, I mean, obviously they switch it back and forth, but it just seemed as if, like I said, maybe I'm falling asleep on all these different jump ball situations.
Yeah.
Okay, guard. There you go. Great double team.
And
good job.
Kazajanski slips up. She had a chance to go down low there. High pass.
That's it.
Oh.
All right, that was
And
a great play.
Pinard comes down with it.
Ashley Pinard, great job.
Do you remember? Does the last name Pinard sound familiar to you, Scott?
Yes.
That's Kyle Pinard's sister. I don't know if you, Kyle Pinard, our special teams player of the year 2 years ago.
And his nickname
Chiquita.
was Chiquita.
Yeah.
because he wore yellow cleats.
Yep. Which he ended up losing. You know that?
No.
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah. He came out one of the last games of the season. He didn't have those yellow cleats anymore.
All right, 57-36.
Kyle also a incredible volleyball player.
Really?
Yeah.
Long three.
No, that was a 2, Scott.
2? Oh.
Yeah. Just the length there makes it.
Another jump ball. And if it
That
is,
one-
it'll be
that one does go
Goffstown's.
Goffstown.
All right, so we got a minute and 50 seconds. Play for one. No.
Kyle, yeah, great volleyball player. Would have been part of the championship team that would have taken it last year. I can say that with a little bit of bias, but
Another shot.
Alyssa Hunt, no good.
And she traveled beforehand. That's
Yeah.
a weird deal.
Yeah, she did
but-
take a step
okay.
into it. Grogan here taking it up.
Grogan's done a good job tonight.
Yeah,
Really
I
has.
was saying that earlier. She's
Yeah.
played very well on
Very-
defense too.
very
for
steady. Yeah.
Literally the smallest player on this team. Hunt forces a turnover, but doesn't. The Grizzlies don't capitalize off of it.
And I'm looking for a 5-second call. They can get it. Goffstown, and we got a
That's
foul.
a reach in, right?
Yep. And I don't think they're in the bonus, so that'll just be a play out of bounds with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Bedford started off a little slow. They weren't executing their offense, had a decent amount of turnovers in that first half, despite a 10-point lead, but they just executed really well in the second and third quarters.
Ruggiero down the court, back out to Kennard, who was wide open for a little
That's
bit
an
there.
air ball.
Air ball, though.
And here comes Bedford on a fast break. Nope, they're going to pull it back. And
way
it'll
to
be
slow it
number
down. That's-
21,
Whoa.
Sydney Swazo.
Waza. Okay.
Yes, and I would put my money on that one.
All right. How much are we thinking, Scott?
I'd put a lot of money on that one.
Winterburn pull-up J, no good. Guazo taking this off the court. That's what I'm going to go with. If I get yelled at by Mr. and Mrs. Guozo.
It's not, it's Swazo. And that's a turnover.
Bad pass.
I'll go to Goffstown with 34 seconds left.
That's a case of the, you got to throw it where they're going, not where
Yeah.
they're off. Ruggiero, looking to take that left side. She didn't get to it, though.
And that's a 3, and it's shy. And that goes
out.
out of
That's gotta be
bounds. It'll be,
Goffstown ball, yeah.
Goffstown ball. With
Yep.
under 20 seconds to play. So our little preview is Friday night. The boys will be here in Goffstown taking on those Bedford Bulldogs.
And Scott, I hate to say it, but you're going to be all by your lonesome.
No, I think your dad is
Oh.
going to be part of that broadcast.
We're going to see a McCune reversal.
Yes, and we have a foul.
I'll be down courtside.
You will. You're doing a
I'll have the best
special
view,
NFL, NBA film type of thing, right?
Yeah, I record and make highlight videos
Yeah.
for teams and people that want to do them. So I won't plug myself or anything.
Yeah.
A little bit of independent work here.
So that foul was on Sydney Swazo, and I could argue that she was planted, and Winterburn initiated the contact, but that's not what the refs thought, and they called a blocking foul.
Yeah.
So Winterburn misses the front end of that,
And Lily Green keeps it in bounds. Great hustle there from Green.
and that'll be another jump ball, and that'll be Bedford ball. Oh, Goffstown. How am I missing this?
Scott, you just gotta.
Ah, screw
chill
that.
out.
I have to, I'm sorry. I said the word screw, not good either. I'm on TV.
Oh, you've said worse.
I've said
I
worse.
believe. Bernard, no good for the 3 ball.
Now we're in, that's it, we're
That's a
done.
jump ball, yep.
Oh, 1.9 seconds.
Let's see. You just gotta. You know what? If you're Bedford here, just give it to Sydney Grogan, and she's just gonna hold on. Yep.
And that will do it. So Bedford Bulldogs with a 21-point victory over the Goffstown Grizzlies, 57-36. And those same teams will play again on Friday, but they'll just switch, location. So
I mean, location.
it's all about location. So I want to have everybody tune in on Friday night. It'll be 6 p.m.
Yep. For the boys game.
for the boys game. Other than that, what is your saying again? Stay
Stay hydrated.
hydrated. Very, very important.
Stay safe.
And
as well.
stay safe.
And
All right.
healthy. everything good.
All right, folks. Have a good night. Take care.
See ya.